What's going on, guys? I'm over here picking up the truck. Got me a brand new windshield on there, no more crack. I'm down here in Houston again at Curious Truck Centers, and I like to service the truck down here. Got a lot going on to it this time. Had a regular PM due. I needed a windshield. What else did we do? And I had an engine light come on the day before I dropped it off. Nice green lube there. And looks like I might have a problem with the DPF system on it. It says it's got a high ash load. We replaced the sensor on it, so we're gonna see what it does, because the only option for it is once it goes out is replace the whole thing, and it's expensive. It's like 3,500 bucks. So we replaced the sensor on it, and we're gonna see what it does. I'm gonna come back in about 2 or 3 weeks, and we're gonna run a health report, see if it has any more counts of it. Let's take care of your stuff here. Make sure they don't get nothing dirty. I forgot to have them do the belts. I forgot about that. Going over everything, make sure everything's good. Nice clean oil in there. Now where's it coming from? Fucking guy. Alright, well, I'm picking up the truck. I'm going over it. I had an air leak I had them fixed that clearly is not fixed. So I'm gonna have to pull it back around there. What's that valve called? What's it called?
Tractor protection valve.
Oh, tractor protection valve. Okay.
This inside there, this is, the bolts are behind me.
Okay, I see. I had the air leak, I thought it was coming from this red line out there, and I had them replace that elbow. When I hooked up to the trailer, it was still leaking, so since I was still here, I pulled it back into the bay, and that's when they said it's the valve, so they're replacing the valve for me. Sucks you don't expect to get to the shop and you know, you're ready to go, and then you got to wait, but I'd rather get it taken care of now than down the road and get a ticket or out of service for having an air leak. But it's cool because while they're here doing it, I was able to put all my stuff away. Got my little H-Town boxing workout set up here. So I got me a new jump rope. I got some resistance bands. Hook those up to the trailer, get some workout in. But so while I was here, I was able to get all my stuff put away all my bags, clean my floor. Somebody had I could still see some grease. Somebody stepped back there, I guess when they changed the bunk filter. Got grease all over my floor. So I put all my stuff away. My pre-pass, you know, I got a new windshield, so before the pre-pass was down here because this was way up here. So I was able to put it up there, which is like, you know, where I like it. And I was able to get my cow back up there, my Chick-fil-A cow. So I put some double-sided, goddamn, you're wearing me out, bro. So the double-sided sticky was still good, so I was able to put it up there. So I'm gonna have to call the safety guy now to make sure the angle is right, since it's in a different position, which I'm sure it is. But other than that, it's all good. So they're doing that, and that's it. I didn't call my dispatcher either, thank God, because Imagine I called him right when I got here, hey, I'm picking up my truck, and then he gives me a load, and then here I am, you know, an hour later, 2 hours later, whatever, still messing with it. I wanted to go by the Houston truck wash and get a polish job, but heck, I damn near burned up a week here. So we'll see once I leave here. I'll call the dispatcher, kind of feel them out. Here we are, go get me some food truck right quick. He's getting me lined out. Did you let him know about the belts? Is that a big deal to add on there or no?
No, I feel good. Hey, Dust, what do you think about the belt? We just want to go ahead and change the belt. Also, because he don't want to get out of the road.
Yeah, roll down.
Yeah, what else? You might go ahead and change it. Just one belt from that, right? That one feels pretty good. That one's really good. Might just do that one for you.
He says we're out?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you feel the ribs on the back, they start getting low.
Okay.
That's what I was feeling and stuff.
Okay. Is that something we can add, or is okay? It's not gonna cause inconvenience, is it?
No, just a little bit more time.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. I'd rather get it done than get down the road. So. Okay. So I think you guys heard that. So while I'm at it, I'm gonna do the belts, get these replaced. He said the inside one on the big one is worn, and if I do one, I'm gonna do the other. So I'd rather get that done now than throw a belt down the road or break on me. The truck's got 400,000 miles on it. I put 100,000 miles on it myself, and I've never done it. So I'd rather just get it done now and not worry about it. So this day might be shot. He said it won't take too much longer. We'll see. New valve in there. No more leak. Brand new belts. I did both of them. Hooked back up to the truck. Everything's good to go. Get out there, make some money. What's going on, guys? I'm over here working on the truck. Had some technical difficulties with the last shop. They didn't get me right like I wanted. So the DPF is having some issues. So we're gonna pull them off. Today we're gonna take them to another dealership and they're gonna bake them, which is cleaning them. That's what it is, right? Baking it is cleaning it?
Yeah.
Okay.
You put it in an oven and they let it sit overnight.
Okay. So we're gonna pull them off and bake them, and should be good. Put them back on and should be good to go from there. Broke. Yeah, these things broke. The filters off. This is what they look like. Then from here we got to take them to the store, to the dealer, and they bake them. It takes 24 hours to be in the oven, and then they come back and put them back on, regen the system, and it should be good to go. Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm finally back here in my truck. Got it running. No engine light. I got the diesel particulate filters back on the truck. Got those baked and cleaned. Truck's running good. We put it back on this morning. I didn't record much of it because I got my little neighbors here. So it's kind of running low on space. And it's wet back here, so We put them back on over here. As you can see, there's not a lot of space, so I didn't bother recording. I didn't want to be in the mechanic's way or nothing like that. So we put them back on, had them baked and cleaned. We put new gaskets. The pants were all good, so we didn't have to put those. And after we put those on, we regen the truck. So it's running good now. I'm just here going over everything, make sure everything's up to par. Tear that thing up. So it's been a hectic 2 week. I've lost 2 weeks of work over this. So last week I put my truck in the shop down in Houston. Before I put the truck in the shop, my engine light came on, and I ran a health report on it. So the service manager in Houston at Kira's Truck Center, when I asked him, I said, is there any way we could clean these things? He told me, no, there's no cleaning. I said, okay. He said, there's just replacing it. You got to replace them. I said, well, can we regen the truck? Will that help? He said, no, I don't need a regen. So I said, what are my options? So he told me $3,500 to replace the DPF. So after I did some digging around and asking a few groups on Facebook, a couple of different international and Cummins groups, all the mechanics there were telling me you can pull the DPF off and take them to a dealership and they bake them. They clean them and bake them, and then they're as good as new. Then you regen the truck. So I told them the problem I was having down in Houston, what the service manager told me, and they said there's no way in hell they were replacing these filters for $3,500. They looked them up, they were like $8,000 to replace these filters. So we came to the conclusion they were going to bake my filters, and they were just charging me $3,500 to do that, even though he told me he was replacing them. But anyway, so when it was down there in Houston, I did some other maintenance as well. I did a PM oil change. I replaced this windshield. I had a valve that needed to be replaced. Oh, and the overhead. That was the other thing. I did the overhead valve adjustment on my truck, so that came to $1784.22. Then after that, I found that leak that they didn't fix, and I had to replace that valve. And that valve alone, they hit me over the head for that one. That came to $1,233.56. That's a total of $3,017.78 so far. And then I didn't bring home my normal $3,000 a week like I did. So let's add $3,000. So that's $6,000 I'm out. And then this week, so from there, I basically got a load just from Houston back up to Arlington to get me home, which I'm not making no money there because I had to put fuel and pay for my pre-pass and plates and all of that. So then all this week I've been down as well. We'll add another $3,000 I didn't make. Well, that's $9,000. So then we're gonna go over here to today's expense. So plus $284.97. This was for the filter cleaning. Plus $160.71. That brings it to $9,400. And then the mechanic fees. He charged me $600 to do all that and regen it. So that's $10,063. So that's $10,063 that I'm out of. So granted, you could take away that $6,000 that I didn't make, which is still, I didn't make it, so you're still losing it. So let's minus that $6,000. So $4,000 for 2 weeks of maintenance. That's what I paid. It's a little up there. Some of the stuff I could have done myself, some of it I couldn't. So the filters, it wasn't that hard of a job. If I had it again, I'll just do it myself. But the problem with that, you got to regen it. I don't have a computer to regen it, and I'm pretty sure they charge a decent amount to come out and regen the truck. So more or less, it's Thursday already. It's already 1:30 in the afternoon. It's already about to be Friday, so I don't want to be scrambling tomorrow. So I'm just gonna stay put for the weekend, miss the whole week, and I'll start fresh Monday. So that was my my dilemma, my debacle for all of this service. So this week could have been prevented. Last week when I was in Houston and it was there and they pulled the check engine light, the health report, they could have fixed it there, but he told me there was no cleaning it, that there was just replacing it. So I knew that didn't sound right. Anyways, but that's it. So not much action in this video, more rambling than anything. So last week when my truck was in the shop, I was down there, did some camping down there in Seguin, Texas. Went to the Guadalupe River. I'll drop some of that footage here in the end, a little bonus footage. But that's it, guys. Hope you enjoyed this maintenance video once again, and I'll catch y'all next week on the next one.